Hi everyone, welcome to Rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today is Flexible Friday, so I thought that we could get into our arms. So not really our shoulders, so if that's what you're looking for, I have a video for that already, so it's in the description of this video if you want to find it. But today is about our arms. So triceps, biceps, forearms, wrists, fingers, all of that fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, find some space and let's get started. So we're gonna get started just sitting in a comfy seated position. So whatever that looks like for you, make your way there now. And then we're going to start by stretching our fingers. So you're gonna take your fingers and spread them nice and wide. But I want you to turn your palms to face forwards in front of you. And then as you spread your fingers nice and wide, you're just gonna place your fingertips on the floor on your mat. And keep those fingers spread nice and wide, and then you're just gonna lightly push your palms forward a little bit more, and your fingers are straight here, and just that little push should feel a stretch. You should feel a stretch through each one of your fingers. And if you want a little bit more in one finger specifically, you can just place that one finger down into the mat, and then you can do one finger at a time. But just little pulses, pushing the palms forwards, stretching those fingers, and then we're gonna switch to our thumbs. So you can wiggle those fingers around, take your thumbs. Again, bringing the tip of the thumb down to the mat, and then just lightly pushing them into the mat just to stretch through the thumb. So I like to spread all my fingers wide here, especially that pointer finger. Try and separate that pointer finger away from the thumb and just really stretching that inner thumb mound. Awesome, you guys. So just take all that weight out of your hands. Take a few wrist circles. So roll your wrists in one direction and then the other direction. And you're going to take that right arm and just cross it in front of your body. So that left arm's going to hook onto the elbow, and you're just going to hug that arm towards your chest. Again, maybe feeling this one through the shoulder, but feeling that through your tricep here, just hugging your arm in towards your chest. Sitting up nice and tall. And then we're going to switch sides, so you can bring that left arm in front and then hug it in with that right arm. Just breathing softness to wherever you are feeling that stretch. And then you can start to release your arms back to your sides. Take a big shoulder roll here, a few shoulder rolls. Loosen those shoulders up. So our hands are going to clasp together behind our back. So you can interlace your fingers. Let me just rotate. Interlace your fingers, squeezing your palms together, and then you're going to lift your hands off of your low back. So as you lift your hands off the low back, you're going to start to feel that through your chest probably, but hopefully also in your biceps. So as you lift up, still squeeze your palms together. So if you're interlacing the fingers and you're feeling that in your tricep or your biceps, perfect. But if you need more, you need to bring those palms all the way together, lifting your hands off of the mat or off your low back. Awesome, you guys. Starting to relax, so bring your arms back in front, roll your shoulders back and down a few times, and then we're gonna find our hands and our knees. So we're gonna be sitting or kneeling, I guess, but we're gonna bring our hands to the mat. So moving into our wrists, you're gonna turn your fingers to point outwards. One hand, both hands, so your fingers are pointing to the edges of your mat, and you're just gonna kind of rock from side to side. Just little rocks from side to side. If you're feeling that through your wrists and your forearms, you're going to stay here. If you want a little extra, you can keep turning your hands to the outside and see if your fingertips can actually point towards your knees. So now really probably feeling this in your forearms. If you need more, you just bring the hips back to the heels and just pushing your palms into the mat. Try to relax through your shoulders. Breathing wherever you are. Awesome, guys. So we're going to take all that weight out of the hands. out of the hands, quick counter stretch. So bring the top of the hand down and then the other one. And you can just bend that wrist in the opposite direction. And when you're feeling good, just sit on your heels completely. Do a few wrist circles if you're still feeling it. We're going to do one more stretch for the wrist. So it's going to be a little different. So usually we turn our fingers out to the sides. This time we're going to turn our fingers to the middle. So this one might be a little bit trickier. We'll see how far we can rotate our shoulders inwards, but fingertips facing each other, palms pushing into the mat. Maybe you're staying here. So the goal, I guess, would be to point your fingers towards your knees by turning the fingertips inwards. I can't do that. So if you can't do that as well, then we're in the same boat. But I'm just going to turn mine a little bit more. So a little bit more from where they are. You can do one hand at a time, you guys. Or you can do both, but this is a really weird one. Really weird, a really weird turning of the arms and of the wrists. So you're still pushing into the palms. I know some of you out there probably have no problem with turning your hands all the way around. You're blessed. No, I'm just kidding. Wherever we are, wherever you're feeling, you're good to go. Just be nice to your wrists. If it's too much, just come back a little. If you feel like you're like, maybe I can go just a smidge further, just make that adjustment. Awesome work, you guys. So starting to take all that weight out of your hands, turn your fingertips back to face the front. Do a few wrist circles, Give them a little massage if you need it. And then we're going to move into our triceps. So you're going to take your right arm, reach it up, and then drop your hand between your shoulder blades, so behind you. And then you're going to grab onto that elbow with your left hand, and you're just going to hug that elbow in, feeling this through the tricep, and that right hand's just falling between your shoulder blades. If you are able to perhaps take that left hand and bring it behind you, you might be able to clasp your fingers together, and then you can just feel this through your triceps as well. You're going to even get into that left shoulder here. But if this is not feasible for you, just stick with hanging onto your elbow. If you've got a towel close to you, you could use a towel to hang on to behind your back. But we're just going to take a few moments, a few breaths here. So just feeling that tricep. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. So start to let go of those arms. Let's switch sides. Do a little wiggle if you need it. And then left arm's going to come up, reaching behind you, grabbing onto that elbow. So again, staying here, getting into that tricep, or perhaps bringing that right arm behind you, clasping the fingers together, or using a towel, strap of some sort. Softening into it. Awesome work, you guys. Start to let go, unwind your arms, bring your hands back to your lap. Take a big shoulder roll, bring your shoulders up to your ears, roll them all the way back and down. And just do that a few times, just loosening up those shoulders. Awesome, you guys. So one more stretch for the wrist. Similar to what we did before, but we're not going to use our body weight this time. So your left arm can come out. You're going to place your right hand on your palm, and you're just going to extend your arm and pull your hand back towards you. So you're going to get into your forearm, into your wrists here, even into your palms, or a palm. Awesome, you guys. Let's switch sides. So just releasing that and then switching sides. So slowly let go of that. Bring your hands back to your lap. Another big shoulder roll. And our arms are going to come out really wide. So your thumbs are pointing up right now. Reaching out to the sides, and you're going to turn your thumbs to face down. Down, and then as far as you can turn those thumbs back. Getting into those biceps, reaching your arms out wide. Awesome, you guys. So slowly starting to relax your arms all the way down. Take one last shoulder roll. Beautiful, you guys. So that is it. That is all for this Friday. So if you feel like you need to get into the rest of your body, I've got videos for that. Just go to the description underneath this video and click on the links. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Feel free to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and just have an awesome weekend. I'll see you guys soon. Namaste.